subscribe, like, comment, and hit the notification bell.
Hey friends, how are y'all? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Brandy and I do everything health, fitness, weight loss, that sort of thing. But it has been a little while since I filmed, at least over a week. Usually I film like once to twice a week. However, my last time to film, I did like a big meal prep, and then I think I did a what I eat in a day on that. But I literally have been eating my meal prep for the last week and a half, so that's not too interesting to film what I eat in a day. But I went to the grocery store and got some groceries from HEB. I'm gonna show you a little haul, go over my meal plan, and then probably tomorrow, it's already 6 o'clock tonight, so I don't think I'll get around to meal prepping tonight. I'll probably do that tomorrow. But let me share my meal plan. It's gonna be really simple this week. Yeah, I did a simple meal plan this week because originally today, my husband and I, we went to Dallas for brunch, and he was gonna have an activity, so yada yada. Today was like, we had a busier day. And then tomorrow we were supposed to go over to my in-laws, but they are all sick now. So anyhow, I thought it was gonna be super busy this weekend before my plans changed. But I just keep this right next to my like meal prep station. Sometimes I'll plan the whole month. I haven't gotten around to that yet. I did like write in when I'm traveling, that sort of stuff. But I just didn't have the brain capacity today to like meal plan the whole month. So I just did a week. So today's Saturday. And I have, I was gonna do some frozen fried fish, French fries, green beans, tartar sauce, that sort of thing. Well, my husband really wants the banana pudding milkshake from Chick-fil-A, and it's like limited time, and he's afraid it's going away. So he convinced me that he would go get us Chick-fil-A. So that's where he is. And fun fact, Chick-fil-A is like my go-to comfort meal. So he's gonna do that. So that meal is gonna get pushed, but it's okay. I didn't buy anything for it. Everything's like shelf stable, freezer stable, that sort of thing. Okay, but Sunday I am going to make this balsamic chicken pesto with an orzo and then some broccolini. My coworker brought in this chicken this week that she had meal prepped, and it looks so good. And I have pesto. I like have tomatoes from the garden. So really the only thing I had to pick up was mozzarella for that. So, and I'm gonna make double portions of that for leftovers. And then another reason my meal prep is so easy this week is because I ordered Factor. They gave me a coupon code I could not beat because I had canceled a while back. I haven't had it in probably like 4 months or so. But yeah, so we ordered it this week. So I have Factor on Monday, and I'm gonna have this shrimp with zoodles. It's like a shrimp Alfredo with zoodles. It's pretty low calorie. Tuesday, I'm gonna have the leftover balsamic chicken that I make tomorrow. Wednesday, I'm gonna have shredded chicken taco bowl, also from Factor. I may wrap this up in a tortilla and like press it to make it like a burrito. Thursday, I'm gonna cook, and I'm gonna make a mushroom pork bake, and I serve that over rice. And I already have rice. I cooked rice last night, so I have extra rice. So I wanna make sure I use that up. And then Friday will be my last Factor, which is the sun-dried tomato chicken penne. And I have to say, their sun-dried tomato, whatever meals that Factor does with sun-dried tomatoes, is delicious. Whether it's the zoodle one or the penne, all of them are a fave. And then Saturday, I will actually be eating out. I'm going to a concert. I'm going to see Kane Brown, and the concert starts at like 5:30 or so, so I'll just eat in the stadium. I love that type of junk food. So I didn't need many groceries, but I do have another surprise. So meal prep. Let's talk about what we're meal prepping tomorrow. Tomorrow I will meal prep breakfast sandwiches. I had picked up my handy dandy English muffins last week at Costco. I meal prepped breakfast tacos last weekend, but I didn't film it just because I had some sausage I needed to use up. Those I'm gonna do with turkey bacon, regular bacon, and Canadian bacon. And I'm gonna meal prep all 12 tomorrow morning using just eggs and different types of cheese, and we'll pop them in the freezer. Haven't done those in a while. So that's breakfast. And then my lunch, I'm gonna grill up some turkey patties. I have a lot of this green leaf lettuce, and I'm gonna make like turkey boats. I've done that before and it was really good. So that's another one of my lunch. But I also scored some like half-price salads, so that'll be a lunch. Don't have to prep anything for that, thank goodness. And then I'm gonna prep one dinner, that balsamic chicken. But fun thing is, I got a juicer. So I've never owned a juicer in my life. So I am gonna give my hand about juicing too. I'm very excited to try to recreate the green juice from First Watch. If you're here in Texas, we have First Watch, and they have this green juice that I crave it and we don't have a First Watch near me. So if I can get it down, I'm gonna be so excited. Let me show you my grocery haul. Okay, let's start over here. They had a coupon on my Starbucks dark roast. It brought it down to Costco pricing. So usually these are like right at $6 each. Today I got them for $5. That's great. Egg prices are going back up. And this is the unsweetened Starbucks, so it is 0 points. Gotta love that. Not Starbucks. I needed a lot of eggs since I'll be using 12 of them to make my breakfast sandwiches. So that'll leave me like 6 for in case I want to make a weekend breakfast or something like that. This was on sale. I don't buy these very often, but I do like having like convenience items in my freezer. Typically I have a lot from Trader Joe's, but I'm running low. This is Voila. This is pretty much the one I only eat. It's garlic chicken. It was a family size for less than $6. The serving size is $7, and I really like adding more chicken and just bulking it up. Little frozen green beans for my dog. I got some chomps, and these are the short ones in the turkey, and they're only 1 point each. They had a coupon. It made them like $1 each. Not the cheapest, but I was like, you know what? Let's go for it. This caught my eye because it had a coupon. However, this little thing is just like only a couple meat and cheese, and they're charging me 6 points. That's cray-cray. Maybe one day when I go like, and I'm running, because I'm still running, maybe I'll just eat this and give it to myself for free. Usually I'd never buy this because it's way too expensive, but I love salami and cheese together. So actually buying it like this is probably better for me, so that way I'm not forced to eat the whole fattening, you know, like log of salami. And this can just like do my fix. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I was clear on that. I do love that my H-E-B just recently remodeled, and this is the first time I'm seeing them put the little cheese squares. It's like a tiny, tiny bit, so I didn't even worry about the points. But this will be fun just to try out new cheeses. I got a Belton Farms Port Wine Derby cheese. I love wine cheese. And then this one's just a 6-month aged Manchego. Gotta love that. I got some fresh mozzarella for the balsamic pesto chicken. These are 4 points per serving. I picked up some Hush Puppies. I've been just craving them. I know you can make them yourself, but then, I don't know. I just figured I'd give these a go. It's 6 points per serving, and a serving is 3 Hush Puppies, so 2 points each. Not too bad for what it is. I'll just pop these in the air fryer probably when I want them. What else? We got some cheese. I'm going to put this on the breakfast sandwiches. It is 3 points per slice, but I don't use a whole slice, so I can get away with using less. Got some TV dinners. These were on sale for 3 for $9, which is a great price. I got the eggplant parmesan. This is 16 points. I was shocked by that. But I really, really love eggplant parm, and I'm going to give it a go and try it at home. Oh, there's no nutrition. It is 430 calories. I'll probably eat this a day when I make like a 0 point breakfast or something like that. And I'm probably going to have it for dinner so I can bake it in the oven. And so for the other two, I picked up lasagna. My husband will eat this one, and this one's 13 points. And it is 390 calories. He said these were really good. I've never had one. And then he also got the baked ziti, which is 15 points for 480 calories. But I didn't check the nutrition on these TV dinners. I highly suggest that. I find TV dinners are often wrong when you scan them in. For my turkey patties, I did not feel like making my own. And yes, I'll have to count points because this is 93 lean instead of 98 or 99, which is annoying. I'll have to count 4 points per patty, but it was worth it not to have to make my own today. I'm pretty tired and it's already 6. For the pork, I just picked up this huge thing of pork because $1.97 a pound. Love that. They're a little thicker than I like for the meal I'm making, so I'm actually going to cut those in half. And that'll be at least like 2 meals this time, and then I'll freeze some for later. And the rest of my show is all 0 points. I picked up, this is all going to be for, so this side, a lot is to do with my juicing, which I have no idea how much I need. So I hope I bought enough fruit. So I got the kale. That goes in that green juice that I'm going to recreate from First Watch. It has kale, and then it has lemon and apples, which I read to buy Fiji apples, and then cucumber. Okay, I read that online. A lot of places had like the faux, like not mocking it, replicating it, but they don't tell me the portions. So we'll see how that goes. And then I also love a juice, a celery, which has like, I think it's lime, but anyways, celery. I'm trying to also think of a celery cucumber juice. And then just 2 bananas for snacking. Not going to juice them. Got an onion just to keep on hand. I use this for a whole bunch of things during the week. But then I have some carrots already in the fridge, and I thought a carrot orange juice would also be really good with some ginger. So again, I've never juiced. I may be getting above myself. We'll see. And then I got some little mandarin oranges. I hope they're good because I don't have any other fruit for the week. You know, it's always hit or miss with these, I feel like. They had a good price. But then something I never get is these little box salads. They were half off. They were like under $2 each. So even though I plan on eating those burgers, I actually will maybe even throw it on top of the salad. But these are High Point, which is so stupid. Like this is 250 calories and it's 5 points. That's okay. This is the avocado ranch. I got this spinach, which it's 11 points. I am not counting 11 points. It has barely any cheese. It has some egg and then like some cranberries and almonds. Yeah, 11 points my butt, Weight Watchers, whatever. And then this one, they cray and they're adding 13 points. Again, this is 360 calories. If I ate just this for lunch, I'm probably going to call it 6 points and call it done. But I like that they were only $2. So that'll probably make my turkey burgers like go over like the week. I may even freeze half of them since I'll be eating these now. And then also my broccolini, which I should have gotten 2 of these now I'm thinking about it because that meal is for 4 servings, not 2. But this was on sale as well. The only other food and beverage related item I got was Dr. Pepper's Zero, and I got the cream soda. They were having a great deal on Dr. Pepper's. There was all these different coupons you could stack. However, they were sold out of a lot. So I just picked up 2 12 packs of the cream. And then I did get a few non-household items. I got this bleach because we actually put it in our vacuum. We have one of those mop vacuums. And that water gets so disgusting that I found if you just splash a little bit of bleach into the dirty water reservoir, it really helps out. Costco has not had a good sale on paper plates, so went ahead and picked up this. And they were like testing this one or not giving it to you. I had to pay $1, but it's just a trial size of this toasted vanilla. So I picked that up for $1. Why not? Okay, friends, that is it for tonight. I will be back for the meal prep. If I get a wild hair, I may try the juicing tonight, but I am so nervous. So a couple things about the juicing. The reason why I'm nervous is because I've never used a juicer, so I'm afraid I'm gonna not know how to use it. 2, this juicer was sent to me, so I'm not 100% sure about the quality, you know, that sort of thing. And my friend at work, she told me if you don't have a good juicer, like your stuff can have like lots of pulp in it and that sort of thing. And then another thing, I don't know how much produce you need for juicing. So I'm afraid, like now I'm looking at it thinking maybe I don't have enough. And then my last concern is the flavor. Because I was searching like all these juice recipes. I have not found anywhere that tells you 2 grapes, or not 2 grapes, that would be silly. I haven't found anywhere that tells you like 2 carrots and 1 lemon makes this. They all just give you the fruit and it's like you're mixing it. Which I get is probably personal preference, but I don't know. So I got to figure out like how much celery to lemon, yada, yada, yada. Okay, see you in a bit.
So I just couldn't wait to unbox my juicer. So as soon as I finished dinner, still while we were watching TV, I went ahead and dug right in. Asher was more than a little bit curious, but it came with a little cleaning brush. I guess this will come in handy to clean out the juicer, different parts. But what I loved was this 90 recipes. You scan that URL code and it took you to some great juices. So many options there. But here I'm just unboxing all the different parts while watching my show. I really wish I knew or could remember what TV show I had on because I always seemed to be very into it. I don't know. It just like cracked me up at one point. It's here soon. You'll see in just a second. I don't know. What am I laughing at? Oh no, there it goes. But anyways, I got it all put together, and you get your pulp catch cup, and then you get your juicer cup. So you can see I'm quite impressed considering it's the first time I've ever owned or handled or really seen a juicer up close. I'm quite into it. So I was like a little kid with a new toy, and I absolutely could not wait to play with it until the next day. So I went ahead and tried to recreate my favorite juice that I get from First Watch. And just to recap, it has cucumber, apple, lemon, and kale in it. I don't know the ratio, so I'm just, winging it here. I did read that Fuji apples, however you say it, Fiji, right? Fiji apples are the best, so I'm using that. I do know with juicers you can't put, or at least this juicer, it says to make sure like apple seeds are out or what and all that. And I also try to remove the lemon seeds. However, in some of their online videos, I do see that some people are putting whole fruits. So I don't know if all this pre-prep is necessary. Probably the more I use my juicer, I'll kind of like figure that out, like if it's necessary to pre-cut all the fruit down or whatnot. But I just have 1 apple and 1 lemon. And I'm gonna cut up half of an English cucumber, but I end up adding the entire English cucumber later, and about half a head of that kale. But that's all the prep. It only took me like less than 5 minutes to do the prep, especially because you don't have to like peel any of the fruit. So now I just put all the fruit and vegetables through the little hole in the top. I don't know why I thought I had to shove it all in the little hole in the top versus just opening the container and putting it in the container, which is funny because they actually advertise it for having a large container where you could just drop stuff in. But I was determined to put it through the top little hole, so that's what I did. And I was so excited to see it turn on and see it work. I honestly think this is my first time ever seeing a juicer in action, so it was really cool to me, I don't know, I loved it. But I was shocked about how little juice was coming out here. But overall, I kept working in more and more food, and more juice was coming out like it should. So I made some juice. So this volume is just half of an English cucumber, 1 Fiji apple, and 1 lemon, and a handful of kale. I had no idea of the ratios. I could not find that, but I will say this is from AMZCHEF. The card it came with had great menus. You scan the URL and it takes you to the website, and they have like over 90 juices, and theirs says like 1 pound of carrots, 1 beet, that sort of thing. But since I was trying to recreate the First Watch juice, I couldn't find that. So I just like did what I thought, Not gonna lie, I'm kind of nervous. Let's see. Let's give it a taste test. Okay. It's not bad. It's actually really good. But I will say, I can tell I added too much lemon, and it has a little bit of bitterness from the lemon. I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't have put the whole lemon, because the pith of the lemon, like the white part, is kind of bitter, and I can tell it has too much of that bitterness, which I was worried about that. And I Googled, can I juice a whole lemon? Everyone said yeah. And actually, it's not that bad at all. This is really good. Okay, as far as the juicing ability, I will say I have 0 to compare it to. I've never made a homemade juice in my life. I don't want to say it's chunky because it's by far not chunky, but there's definitely like a tiny bit of texture in it. It doesn't bother me. It's not to the point where it's like a shake or anything, but I'll try to pour it and we can see if we can see any bits. So you can see it's pretty clear. So there's a little, can you see floating in? A little bit got through, but not at all. And I will say,
It tastes a lot like the First Watch, and I think the First Watch charges like $6 or $7 a juice. And like I said, the closest one to me is like an hour away, so I'm so freaking excited about this. Yeah, I'll put this over ice, and this will be so refreshing. Like I said, their cookbook online gave me such great ideas, and I already have like a lot of the ingredients. I just need some little juice containers so I can like make a lot, or at least for the week, and store them. So you know, what time is it? 8 o'clock. I may run to TJ Maxx real quick and see if I can find any containers. I'm gonna add some more, and I have enough to go ahead and double this. I think I'm gonna go ahead and double it and get, you know, why not? This is how much it made. 2 apples, 1 English cucumber, 1 lemon, and about a half a bunch of kale. I didn't add another lemon when I made more because I think it had enough. But now it's definitely smelling more healthy, like more kale-y. So let's see what this version looks like. I like it. It definitely tastes healthier, and I taste the kale. But I think this version tastes more like First Watch, because the First Watch one is not overly sweet. It gives off that healthy vibe. It is the kale that's giving it some texture. I think the juicer is just having a slight problem. If you would see in the video, I forgot to open the lid too on my second go around. I think I'm gonna take all this pulp and add it to my garden. I feel like that will be really healthy for a garden. Maybe I'll Google that. So, cheers. I want to do more, but you know, how much juice does one need in 1 week or 1 night? I mean, obviously this is probably only like 2-3 servings worth. I'll just probably drink it in the morning. You know, people always drink their greens in the morning. I've never done that. So maybe I'll consider this my greens, and before I have my coffee, I'll just have like a shot of this in the morning or something like that, like 4 to 6 ounces. I have the celery one left to try. I was gonna do celery with cucumber, but I also found some other celeries with like mint and stuff. Or no, basil, and I have basil outside. And then carrot and orange is another one I want to give it a go. We'll see. I may do those tomorrow as well. But that's it for tonight, friends. Okay, let me clean this juicer out. So I had an empty water bottle, and it was exactly 12 ounces. I did drink some already, so it probably made more like 14, 15 ounces. But isn't that so pretty? Good morning, friends. I am just waking up. I slept in. It's 9 o'clock, but I am gonna get ready to do a little bit of my meal prep right now. I'm gonna go ahead and do the breakfast sandwiches. I know I've showed this before, so it's not hard. I won't go into detail, but I went to sleep thinking about that damn juicer and woke up thinking about it. I'm gonna try to make another one, because even though I don't have like bottles to store it, I do have probably, yeah, I at least have a couple more plastic water bottles. So I just want to give some more a go today and see how I like it. But I am going to have a glass this morning with my breakfast while I'm meal prep. My oven preheating to 375, and I'm going to get started on my bacon. I pretty much exclusively cook my bacon in the oven nowadays. I just add the foil so I don't have to, you know, do as much cleanup. But I have about half a package of just regular bacon. We had BLTs the other night, and I had this left, which is half the reason I am meal prepping breakfast sandwiches right now, because I just had a lot of breakfast protein I wanted to use. So breakfast sandwiches is a great way to do that. And since last week I prepped, breakfast tacos. This week, breakfast sandwiches. Like to keep my freezer stocked. But in addition to the regular bacon, I also have half a package of turkey bacon. So I'm going to put that on the same tray and get that cooking as well. I'm not sure if I'll add both to each sandwich or if I will do like half turkey, half regular bacon. Unsure. We'll see how that goes. And I don't think I've ever cooked this turkey bacon in the oven yet either. So we'll have to see how that goes. Usually I just like pan fried it or microwave. And then I also have some Canadian bacon I'm going to add to them at a later time. This is just like, I buy it in bulk and then separate it out until I think it's 10 slices from Costco. It's the Jones and it's 1 point per, or it's 0 point for one slice, or you can have up to 3 for one. The turkey bacon is 1 point for a slice, and the Smithfield bacon, I think it's 2 points per slice. I'll have to scan that. Actually, let me do it right now. Because it's not center cut or thin, so I expect it to be more than a point per piece. But the calories aren't too bad, so let me see. Okay, so yeah, this thick cut bacon is 2 points per piece. So the sandwich points will depend on what ingredient I'm using for that sandwich. I'll get this into the hot oven right when it's heated up. For my eggs, I'm choosing just to cook them on my flat top. You could also use, like I have like a donut pan, or it's like a bagel pan actually. Bagel or donut, it has a hole in the middle. But you could use that and just crack the egg and bake them. Or you can also do it in like just a glass baking dish or even metal baking dish. But any type of baking dish and bake them in the oven also. And that's more like scrambled eggs, if you will. But I'm opting today to use these little, these are actually for a Blackstone. I got them at Walmart several years ago, but they're perfect for this. And I can knock out 12 eggs really quickly. That's how many breakfast sandwiches I'm doing. And sometimes I do a few extra eggs and load up my husband's with double egg. I'm also going to add a little bit of egg white, not much at all though, because it is hard to cook in this thing if you add too much, like it wants to pour out when you remove it. So just a little, just to add a little more substance. The one I added 2 eggs to, I've actually never done that in a one container, but it just had a lot of dead space, so that's why I did that. Little everything but the bagel seasoning. And then I also, since this is for breakfast sandwiches, I pop the yolk. You could also scramble your eggs first if you wanted scrambled eggs. That would work as well. I don't know why we always just do it this way. And of course, if you're new to WW, eggs are 0 points. And I want to say 8 of these for the little rounds and squares. They're only like $10, so it was really, really cheap. And I do want to get a Blackstone at some point. I just don't know where I'd be able to store it outside right now. So I'll let these set up, and when they're pretty good and set, then I remove it and flip it. If you remove it too early, the egg just will go everywhere. While my eggs are cooking, I'm going to have my greens. That's so good. I think it got more intense overnight. But it is a cold press juicer. I looked that up. So I'm excited about that because I've heard like you have to drink cold press juice to have the nutritional value like retained. So it is a cold press, so that's good. I feel healthy. I think my eggs are ready to turn over. I removed one and I was good. So I'm going to go ahead and remove them all. Maybe not that big boy yet. Not the one with double egg. Now it's time to flip.
These are perfect for English muffins too. It just makes the egg fit so nicely. Obviously you don't have to have these, but it does make it easier. And I've definitely got, oh no, didn't mean to do that. Definitely got my money use out of these from the years I've owned them. Now this side will only cook for about a minute or so, and then I'll remove them. Let's see. I don't think that bad boy's ready yet. Go ahead and remove them. And I will wait till these are fully cooled until I make my breakfast sandwiches. That way my bread doesn't get all soggy before it goes in the freezer. They don't cool that quick when I stack them, I will say that. I'm going to go ahead and remove this one. Oh, it didn't go too bad. I thought it would spread out more. So I may do more doubles for my husband. So that worked out pretty well. Little snake at my breakfast plate. Half a bagel, 1 egg, and then 1 piece of center cut bacon torn in 2. So, yummy, yummy. Okay, I must have just got lucky with that double egg on the last batch, because the double egg on these batch did not go so well, even waiting just as long, but that's okay. They will still eat just fine. They just won't be as pretty. Most of the time I don't pre-cook my Canadian bacon because I don't want it to dry out, but this is off, and I'm just basically barely adding some color, and I don't really know why, just felt like it. My turkey bacon, I guess, looks good. Who knows? Like I said, I've never cooked it like this before. But I'm going to go ahead and pull it out. And then my regular bacon, I'm going to give them a flip so they can get both sides. If it was just me, I would use a lower point bread, but since it's me and my husband, I just go ahead and use the regular English muffins. I also will use the whole wheat ones, or there's just lower calorie ones. I'll use those as well. But the good thing about using these is you can buy them for Costco, and they're like only $3 a pack, and I think at the regular grocery store they're like $4, or they're like almost $5 a pack, like $4.50, $4.75. So it does also save money. And I consider that quite a bit in my options. Sometimes I'm willing to pay more for like a lower calorie, lower point option, but then sometimes I'm not if the price difference is just too substantial. So I got 3 options for cheese. I got a few leftover Gouda slices. The Gouda and the hot pepper one are both 3 points, but I won't use the full slice just because I don't like that much cheese on it. To me, the ratio gets off. And then the Velveeta cheese slices are only 1 point. But, so it'll be either a point or 2 for cheese. Sadly, when you use less of the Velveeta, it still counts as a point. So I use about a 3/4 of the piece of cheese. So that's why I count it 2 points. This Carolina Reaper cheese would have some good flavor. We like spicy here. We've decided that we're gonna put the meats, do some combo meats and then some separate. So these 3 right here, I have all 3 of the cheeses. These 3 will be a combo of all the meats. So Canadian bacon, turkey bacon, and regular bacon. So those will be kind of the fun ones. And on those, I'm going to put, I guess the lard. Oh, these are the eggs that didn't really work. Whoopsie. Like I said, 3 of them are going to be combos of all meats, and I added the bigger eggs because most likely my husband will eat those. Turned up the oven to 400 and got that bacon done really quick. So this right here is why I don't get tired of eating this same thing on repeat. Because yes, it's a breakfast sandwich, but there's different meats, there's different cheeses. Hell, even the eggs are made slightly different. So I just love it like this. Now what I do
I got all of these assembled. I added the regular bacon to these. These are massive. These will not be like daily sandwiches for me. These will be like special treat. I may eat one maybe on a weekend or something, but most likely my husband will eat those on nights he like lifts the weights. So I've already wrapped up 3, but I just do a little assembly line. And so this one has turkey bacon and regular cheese. You could wrap them in foil as well. I was kind of wondering why I was even wrapping them, because I think I'm going to freeze shrink them. Like, and then you don't really need the paper. So I don't know why I did that. Where'd my marker go? I lost my marker. Where'd my marker go? Oh, fell in the sink. But this one was turkey bacon and cheddar. So I'm just going to put regular cheese on the last one and give my doggies the leftover. Right on time, he shows up for the cheese. He heard "give my doggies" and he showed up. I have decided I am going to vacuum seal all of mine. You definitely don't have to do this, but I'm not sure when we're going to eat these. And since they're all different, I don't want to like freeze them in groups, if that makes any sense. I really want to be able to grab whatever one we want. So, and this will take me a few extra minutes, but I think it'll be worth it in the long run. I got this food saver from Costco a while back, but I will say the bags are like discount bags I got that I actually love. They're way, way cheaper than Costco, but yet do the exact same thing. So I will just individual and you'll be able to see what they are still. So all I'm doing right now is when it's saying seal, it's actually sealing. This is an open-ended roll. And so in order to get the bottom seal, I hit seal and then it obviously seals it. And then you just have to best guess how much you're gonna need. You do need to do extra. When I first started vacuuming sealing stuff, I would do way too little, and you need extra for this to close. Just ignore the sounds behind me, my vacuum's going, but now that I got all my bags made, then you just put it in the catch tray and shut it. See, you need extra, and I truly need a new food saver because my seal's bad, so I had to push on it to get it to vacuum seal. And then typically it'll automatically shut, but since mine's messed up, then you hit seal. I don't do it too tight because it's bread and you don't want your bread to get smushed too bad. So that is it. And then you have your breakfast sandwiches all done. Now these will all go in my freezer to grab whenever we want. I'll just keep them in the Walmart bag so they're like easy to locate. But I will tell you, I probably wouldn't do this if I didn't have the cheaper bags and so many of them, because it is kind of like a waste, if you will, for like one item. But I have really cheap bags, so I don't mind at all. Okay, before I get ready to go work out, I'm ready to juice some more. And I think I have an idea. I have some fruit salad from a party I went to last weekend, Labor Day, and it's like less than fresh. And I just want to see what will happen if I juice this fruit. I don't know if this is the intent of juicers or not, but it has blueberries, grapes, cantaloupe, and strawberries. It should be delicious, right? Let's see what it's gonna do. It's probably not gonna be very much juice because it's not a lot of fruit. But when I finish this, I'm gonna go ahead and do the carrot and the orange one as well. So I'm gonna get those ingredients out. So for my next one, I'm just gonna add a whole orange. I try to cut away a lot of the outside. I don't know if I should or shouldn't be doing that. I don't know if cutting away the outside like gets rid of some of the nutrients or whatever, but my thought was this white part is like bitter. And so I'm afraid if I add all that, it'll be too bitter. But then I'm gonna add about a handful of baby carrots as well. I don't know what else I should put in this one. I feel like carrots and orange juice is enough. I don't know. Let's see. But I'm not even gonna clean my previous fruit out because it's so little. This is all it made. But this was the cantaloupe, blueberry, strawberry. Smells delicious. Oh yeah, that's really, really good. I'm just gonna chug this right now. This is a good use of fruit that's like in a fruit salad going bad. You could also freeze this down into ice cubes for like popsicles or for your dogs. Okay, let's try the carrots. So 1 orange and a handful of carrots only made that much juice. It takes a lot of fruit to make some juice. No wonder they charge so much for those bottles. Okay, smells very carroty. It's good. Why is all this so good? It's good. It has a tiny bit of carrot flavor, but I could drink that like every day. Whew. I am aware that if you drink this much fruit juice, vegetable juice, it's high in sugar. So I'm not gonna drink this one since I drank that other one. I'm gonna save it. Didn't make much, but that is definitely enough for a glass of juice tomorrow. It's super simple. It was easy to clean as well. So that's amazing. Yeah, absolutely love it. And you may be thinking like, why is this girl all excited about this? And yes, the juice is good. I literally have never been a juicer. I don't drink smoothies. They're not my jam. So I didn't think, not liking smoothies, that I really wouldn't care for like homemade juices that much. Turns out I love it. And during my weight loss journey, I haven't been drinking a lot of juices, because like even orange juice, because of all this sugar. And yes, they'll still be in here, but I can control it and I don't have to buy 52 ounces of orange juice. I can just make me like a fresh squeeze like that day. So yeah, I'm excited to have a type of juice I can control the ingredients. So yeah, I may be drinking high sugar from the oranges, but adding in the carrots makes me feel better. And I'm not spending like $5 or $6 on a little thing of juice. Even though it does use a lot of vegetables, I typically always have vegetables on hand. So I don't know if I'll make any more today. I'm kind of wanting to make the celery one. Should we do it? Go ahead and do it right now. Ugh, I'm torn. Now it's time to go add all the debris to the garden. My husband is down there mowing. But yeah, this is apparently pretty good for your garden, except last night my dogs were trying to eat it out of the garden. I put last night's in there as well, and they thought they'd eat it. So, I don't know. I just sprinkle it around. So overall, I would highly recommend getting a juicer. I have no complaints about this particular one. There is little pulp that is coming through, like very, very little. It's quiet, it's a cold press. Overall, very, very happy. But like I said previously, I do not have anything to compare it to, so take that as you will. But yeah, absolutely love it. As of last night on their website, it's AMZCHEF. It was $2.99, but it's on sale for $100 off for $100.99. Not sure if I'll have a coupon code or not. They haven't said anything about that. This was just like, I didn't make any money. It was just like an honest review, and that is it. So that is what I'm doing, and I'm super excited because I was honestly like thinking about buying one. So the timing was perfect. And this is a perk of having YouTube as a side hustle. Side hustle slash hobby. It's really just a hobby. I make very, very little money. You can watch my video last year. I made like, I think like $1,200 all year. And that doesn't include like the cost to me to make videos. So I didn't make anything. I don't know if this is how all juicers are, but like the blade is not sharp, so that's nice. Like when you're trying to like push the fruit down and whatnot, it's not sharp at all. Like it's actually like dull. It's an auger, not really a blade. But when you look down here, it looks like a cheese grater, but there's like three different meshes, if you will, for a variety. I think that helps like do all types of fruit. So the lunch meal prep and dinner meal prep will come later tonight because we're gonna eat the first portion of the meal prep tonight. So I am going to go work out. See y'all later. It is time to do the rest of the meal prep. It's about 6 o'clock, and the meal prep I'm doing for dinner, we're having for dinner. Got the Cowboys going. But my 4 chicken breasts that I thawed this morning have been marinating in this Bolt House balsamic vinaigrette. Never done this, and then just a little bit of salt and pepper and Italian seasoning. They've been marinating for at least 3 hours. I'm heating up my pit right now. But for lunch, I'm just gonna grill up these turkey burgers. I'll season them while they're on the pit just so I don't have to like deal with it here. But let's go ahead and build the rest of the turkey burger. It's gonna be a bunless burger, and what I'm gonna try to do is put like all the portions in this one container and then just like build them while I'm at work. And I'm gonna build them into like little like boats.
So due to the quality of the video, I decided to do a voiceover of this section to try to speed it along. But basically, I'm just putting my sandwich toppings for lunch. A ton of lettuce, and then some pickles, banana peppers, some fresh red onion, and then, oh, and then some of that hot cheese. I will not buy that cheese again, the Carolina Reaper cheese. I like spicy, but it's almost overwhelming. So that's it. Hopefully I can get my camera fixed soon. I had no idea it was doing this. I apologize. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, didn't see that coming. I know they're supposed to be hot, but I feel like every other cheese you buy that's hot is never hot. So I'm just going to put a couple slices of that cheese as well. I'm not going to fill up any dressing because I have mustard at work already. So don't need any dressing. So that's it. That is my meal prep for the week, plus my burgers here in a second. But this will be easy just to bring like one day. And the only thing I'm having to count points for is the cheese. And honestly, it will probably be like a point. So if I haven't said, the chicken breast is going to be served with tomato, a layer of pesto, some tomato, and topped with mozzarella. Also going to grab some fresh basil from the garden for that. It's going to be grilled chicken. And then the side is going to be orzo with tomato, kale, and onion. And then also I'm going to roast up some broccolini. Sorry, I just started prepping and forgot that I mentioned the meal plan, but didn't totally tell you guys everything. So the kale, I'm just ripping it up. I probably should have gotten a bigger cutting board. I don't know why I used one of my smaller ones here. Go ahead and season this first side of the turkey burgers with the Kinders, the blend. And then when I take them off, I'll season the rest while they're on the pit if it ever comes to temperature. For the orzo, you just boil it in water. You don't even have to measure the water because you drain it afterwards. You just have to just make sure you have enough water to cover it while it cooks. And if it absorbs the water, replace the water. I'm making 4 servings of orzo. So that's a cup, and then see what I got left. Might as well just do it all. I got about 1 3/4 cup is what I'm making. Any leftover I can use for other recipes throughout the week. So you just want to salt it, and you boil it uncovered. And it'll take about 10 minutes, and just until it's al dente.
While the orzo cooks, I'm getting my vegetables into a pan and just going to saute them up with a little bit of the Kinder seasoning and some spray olive oil. It just adds extra flavor. So I added a little bit of olive oil, salt and pepper, and I'm just using my hands to make sure that olive oil is dispersed all throughout the vegetable. Okie dokie. Into a hot oven for, like I said, about 20 minutes. After just like 5 minutes sauteing, my vegetables are nice and done. I don't want to go any farther. I want to keep a little bit of texture to them. So pulling those off the heat, and I'll add them once my orzo is ready. It's just starting to come to a boil. Orzo cooked really, really quickly.
I would say it was boiling for about 8 minutes, and it's definitely al dente. So just straining it. And I'm gonna add it to the pan with the vegetables. My side is done. Really, really simple side. Forgot to hit record, but I cut up 2 garden fresh tomatoes. One was a mini. And then I just need to cut up my mozzarella ball. You could also, if you didn't want to add the points for this mozzarella, you could just use the shredded, like fat-free. I just want this meal to be kind of like a more decadent meal, so that's what I'm doing. Oh, that steam came up and got me. Just a little clean with our fireman scrubby made of fire tools. Now, time for my turkey burgers. Just gonna put them right on. Season up the 2 bottom ones with the Kinders. Really liking my Kinder seasonings. I didn't buy them for a long time, but now I definitely see what the hype's about. Pretty dang good. Pretty heavy. No, I got it. I don't know why it's not searing, because it's...
The temperature came down when you wet it.
Oh, duh. I'm going to check the burgers in 3 minutes. I think the turkey patties are probably ready, especially since I'm going to microwave them for work, so I don't really mind if they're a little under. I'm just going to store all 4, hopefully in this one container. I am able to squish it all in one container. Yay me. Yay me. But I'm going to wait and close it when they cool. Now the friend I saw do this recipe, she brought her chicken inside to finish this last step, but I don't understand why. You don't need to. I'm putting about a couple teaspoons of pesto on each one. And that's great because it's going to finish off my bottle. Gonna put down some basil. Just went and grabbed this out of my garden, so love that. Then I'm gonna take my tomatoes. 2 per chicken. And then here's the key, the mozzarella. Try and divide it as best we can. Those look so freaking yummy. Let me just give them a little probe to make sure we're to temperature. Pull them off and hope I don't drop them. Isn't she pretty? Sorry it's so dark out here. They smell delicious. So here they are. I probably used way too much cheese. I would highly suggest cutting it thinner, and then that way you don't have to count so many points as well. But everything is looking delicious. So this is like the prettiest plate I have made in quite a while. I haven't been cooking very much. Like I've been doing more convenience type meals. But it's not the lowest point dinner, but that's okay because my lunches this week are super low. But for the cheese and pesto, that makes the chicken 5 points. And then it's also 5 points of orzo. And I did add a little olive oil to the orzo and the broccolini, so an extra point, so 11-point plate. But it'll be super filling, and look how pretty she is. Okay, friends, I am wrapping up the night. I hope you enjoyed that meal prep. And I will say that dinner, 10 out of 10. Even my husband, like multiple times, was like, this is amazing. Overall, great meal. You would definitely make it lower points by using like a lighter cheese, because you know a good 4 points came just from the cheese itself, but it's worth it. You could also serve the chicken over a salad and forego the orzo completely. Green beans, roasted green beans would also be good with the meal with garlic and cherry tomatoes, that sort of thing. But 10 out of 10. It really got my brain going of what other chickens I could do with just like topping them. I do several like crunchy chickens topping them. I'll put like a sour cream or mayonnaise and then put crunchy onions or crunchy jalapenos. And they are always good. I've also done one with spinach and artichokes. That one's really good too. So, you know, you can really jazz up chicken a lot of ways.
It like re-inspired me to use more chicken breast different ways. But I hope you enjoyed this meal prep. Not as much as normal because I do have those Factor. And you know what? Factor is coming tomorrow and this is not going to go up before then. So I'll go ahead and include my Factor this week too so you can see those as well. So stay tuned for that portion.
Okay, like I said, friends, got Factor this week. So let's go through what I picked and what my husband picked. Let me do a little sorting real quick. So we got 2 of the shredded taco bowls. We're both gonna have this. I think I'm gonna change mine into some type of burrito. It just has shredded chicken with cheese, some roasted corn, and then some type of like cilantro sauce. These are 560 calories for this flavor. And then let's do my husband's next because his will definitely be higher calorie. He got a Sunday beef bolognese, so like an Italian style. Oh, it looks like it's actually like almost like a lasagna. We've never had one like this. Yeah, it's a lasagna net. Lasagna-ette? I don't know. And garlicly zucchini. This one's 520 calories. And then he also got an Indian butter chicken. He loves this one. He's had it before. It's just what it says, Indian butter chicken. And this one's 710 calories, which is why I've never had it. My 2, I got the Parmesan penne sun-dried tomato. Their sun-dried tomato sauce is like super good. I love it. And it just comes with green beans with pearl onions. And then for my last one, I got Parmesan shrimp. Oh, they look big. Those look like big shrimpies. What does it come with? Oh, zoodles. Zoodles are under there. I like zoodles too. And then a little bit of broccoli on this side. So that wraps up with this week's meal prep, meal plan. Hope y'all have a good week. Bye, friends.